What time is it? It's time for Magi chapter greatness time. Finding out in 217. Definitely this one, the focus really on Sheba and Solomon's relationship being still from the shakiness from what it started off to being Solomon's not a bad guy. Definitely what we learn out in this chapter was a lot more about Solomon as a person, what sort of the resistance's goal is in general, and sort of more a little bit about Sheba and how she was raised. So one thing is that we find out that there's 72 divine stats in the world, which makes me wonder, with all the 72 divine stats, so I think pretty much nearly everyone in the main magicians of Solomon's crew has got one of these. Obviously Solomon's got one himself. Also, there's the divine staff that they got from Sheba. So it makes me actually wonder, how many of these divine stats were taken over to the real world? And also as well, isn't there 72, 71 dungeons already confirmed in Magi? Maybe each staff equals up a dungeon. I don't. That could be all 72 of them so far, because I don't remember how many dungeons there are in the world of Magi, but I think about 71 of them have been announced in the world. So what if each one of these staffs are used to summon a dungeon? And then if we think about it as well, how many have we seen? Because Yunnan was the first person to ever summon, and so maybe Yunnan's one is one. That could be, I doubt it, but it makes me wonder, this could be also a huge power boost as well if Aladdin gets his hand on one of these staffs. And that as well, with all this happening, it's seeing this, just showing the stuff about Scheherazade, her staff, that's got to be one. Gyokuen has to be. I mean, Gyokuen's one is currently Sheba's staff, and then also even Jadala. There's so many things going on right now. Even Mogamit's one could be one for all we know. But what I really liked about this is that with we see a little bit more with Ifan in this chapter, saying he was actually a close friend to Solomon, which is what happened. What I really liked about this is he was just saying, oh yeah, Ugo, he's this freaking magic tool making genius, and he was making this huge ass dragon for them to travel their own continents to get the next staff. And even as well, Ethan, he's sort of a little bit a cold guy, but it makes me wonder as well, with Ian, because he shows that he absolutely respects Solomon, that these two are really close friends, and maybe the reason what happened he joined with Gyokuen was because something happened to him or to her that made him flip and saying, I'm doing this. This is what Solomon would have wanted. And it makes me wonder about that as well, because was he there fighting alongside Gyokuen, or was he there fighting alongside... There's a lot of things that are making me wonder why right now about Ethan's connection to Gyokuen and Al Salmon. It really is right now. And then as well, meeting the monsters from yesterday, and it's when they actually paid their respect, Solomon's kindness paid off, and it shows, this is what he gets. If you treat these monsters as or should I say non-humans, as actual people, they understand, because they're an actual intelligent group. They've got their own society. They talk to one another. They're not these wild, savage beasts that Sheba thought they were. And it was Solomon loves other species. He's there as a fucking child, just running around, wanting to touch them, wanting to learn about their knowledge, their environment. And Sheba learning about the non-humans, have the same emotions as us, as she knows that she's playing with the little one that tried to attack her in the last chapter. It's they know the same as humans do, and finally she has an understanding. And it was really you see oh, the children of the church and all that, when you're seeing them just pretty much being brainwashed, saying this is why you can't trust them. They're evil. They're monsters. You can't trust them. But it's the reason why, even Ugo exposed her with this, saying the reason they were mindless monsters is because you were making those towers in the first place. The logic in that is they're mindless monsters because you made them into mindless monsters. It's yeah, right then I was Sheba, you just got fucking owned by Ugo. How does that feel? The fucking burn on that shit. That shit was fucking hard ass, fucking burn ass, exposed. But seeing the end of the chapter was also, it said at the end oh, something's happening, so maybe they're going to be attacked by the magicians, and maybe potentially this human race could this not human race could get attacked, and this could cause them to have a fight. And they could even show Shepard saying, yeah, humans could be sometimes more violent than monsters and non-humans. And it's I really liked that about this chapter, that it really made a little bit more Sheba paying off Solomon, just making him wiser, and then as well with the 72 stats, because I'm pretty sure there's about 70 odd dungeons out there in Magi, but I'll have to definitely check that out. Overall, not as like good as the other two chapters. I feel like, very dialogue heavy, not that like in wise from like last week's chapter and the one before that, but definitely it let the ground basis on Ifan and Ugo, like their relationship to Solomon as well, like being this wise ass old man. And just overall, I really did enjoy this chapter. So for what it is, I'm definitely going to give this one a 7.5 this week. Really enjoyable. But let me know what you think about that Magi greatness. But that's all from me. I want to thank you very much for watching. As always, remember, I'll see you guys